A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic early morning session, President Donald Trump's ambitious legislation, dubbed the One Big, Beautiful Bill, narrowly passed the House of Representatives with a vote of 215 to 214. The bill's passage follows an aggressive lobbying campaign by Trump, who personally visited the Capitol to rally support just days before the vote. Only 3 Republicans broke ranks to oppose the bill: Warren Davidson of Ohio, Thomas Massie of Kentucky, and Freedom Caucus Chairman Andy Harris of Maryland, who voted present. The close nature of the vote underscores the divisions within the Republican Party, particularly between hardline conservatives and those from more moderate districts. The bill, which aims to advance Trump's domestic agenda, has sparked significant debate and controversy. It includes provisions that would drastically alter Medicaid, moving up work requirements for recipients from 2029 to 2026, and blocking Medicaid funding for gender-affirming care. Additionally, it allocates $12 billion for border policing and removes a tax on gun silencers, responding to demands from certain Republican lawmakers. Despite these concessions, the legislation faced fierce opposition from both ends of the political spectrum. Conservatives criticized it for not going far enough and cutting spending, while moderate Republicans raised concerns over the potential impact on their constituents. The Rules Committee's late-night deliberations and the rushed nature of the voting process drew criticism, with some members expressing their discontent over the timing and transparency of the legislative process. Before the final vote, a series of negotiations took place at the White House, involving Trump, House Speaker Mike Johnson, and members of the Freedom Caucus. These discussions aimed to address the concerns of hardline conservatives while still appealing to Republicans from swing districts. However, some key figures, like Massie, remained unconvinced, arguing that the bill would exacerbate the national debt and lead to significant deficits. The Congressional Budget Office, CBO, has projected that the proposed changes could lead to millions losing their Medicaid coverage, with estimates suggesting that 7.6 million people could be affected. The bill also aims to phase out renewable energy tax credits, which were part of the Inflation Reduction Act, and introduces a new tax-advantaged account for children, renamed from MAGA accounts to Trump accounts. As the bill now heads to the Senate, it is expected to undergo significant changes. Senate Republicans, holding a slim majority, plan to utilize the reconciliation process, which allows for budget-related legislation to bypass a filibuster. Senate Budget Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham expressed cautious optimism, calling the House's passage a step in the right direction. The swift movement of this legislation has drawn sharp criticism from Democrats, who argue that the bill undermines critical social safety nets in favor of tax cuts for the wealthy. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez condemned the process, stating that the Republicans are focused on providing tax breaks to billionaires while cutting essential services for the most vulnerable. The implications of this bill, if passed in its current form, could reshape the landscape of American healthcare and social services, as well as influence the upcoming elections. As the Senate prepares for its review, all eyes will be on the negotiations that will unfold in the coming days, as both parties strategize on how to navigate this contentious piece of legislation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.